Now, many of you already know that Nio has been selling Nio models, Firefly and ONVO, right? I mean, both ONVO and Firefly still got one model, but when you look at ONVO will be launching a second model called the L90, which is expected to be launched around August. Now, something very interesting about ONVO just occurred. In fact, Nio and ONVO, because there is a table or an index that shows the Net Promoter Score, which shows you how often are users recommending the brands that they are using or the electric vehicle cars that they are using. And boy, I must say, Nio, ONVO, they are topping the list, right? Because as seen on the screen, you notice that in terms of the scoring or the recommendation, how these users will, of course, recommend Nio to their fellow users. Nio EC6 has got 79.4, so 79.4% of the users that are using EC6 are recommending it, or they said they would recommend it, obviously, to the other people that are not using the brand, to obviously get to, of course, come to Nio, right? I mean, this is just something that is just so great, because EC6, you'll know that it's a coupe SUV, which is actually the third best-selling model, and to see it topping the rankings, you and me can agree that it's something that is very good, because this is a model that obviously it's one of the best-selling models for Nio. Now, the second model, you will notice that there's the Nio ES6 with 75 scoring. Then you've got Tesla Model Y, then ONVO L60. Now, I'm very much interested and excited about the ONVO L60, because one thing that obviously we have been seeing, or we saw last year, is that a lot of the people that bought ONVO L60 were not buying just because of the product, but they were buying mostly because of the battery swapping. The sales team that were there marketing or selling this ONVO L60, majority of them, it looks like they were not showing the potential customers of the abilities of the ONVO L60, but rather they were focusing on battery swapping station, which is why at the end of the day, over and above ONVO falling short in terms of not delivering deliveries as quick as possible to the users. And to say that right now, the recommendation, the scoring of ONVO L60 is at 71.4%. It shows that there's been some major improvements, because 71.4% of the Lidao users would recommending or are recommending this car, or would recommend this car, which is something that is just so great. It is just so amazing. I mean, by the way, this list only covers the mid-size SUVs, and it is for the first half of this year, from January to June. This is how the people that are driving, or the users that are driving these cars, would recommend them to people out there. And to know that on the SUV market, you are seeing that Nio, out of the 5 spots, it is being 3 spots are going to Nio. It's something that is just so great, and it shows you the kind of good products that Nio is building, is making out there for their customers. I mean, to know that existing customers are so satisfied like this on the Nio products, it gives us joy to see that Nio and ONVO are companies or are brands that will still do very well in the future. ONVO L90 is coming very soon. Pre-sales are starting tomorrow, and my dear friends, I think it's just only the beginning. Yes, Nio might not be selling as much as we want them to sell, but things should improve. Yesterday we saw the insurance registrations coming at 5,100, which is something that was just so great to see that happen for the first week of the month. That alone tells us or shows us that, look, great things are coming, good things are coming, and those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. So my dear friends, when I saw this, I was just so excited, because look, EC6, ES6, and the ONVO L60, they are both they fall under the top SUVs, mid-size SUVs that are mostly being recommended by those that are driving or using these cars, which is absolutely great. It did again that this list is just for the SUVs or mid SUVs, which is why you've got your Tesla Model Y and the ONVO L60 together with the Xpeng G6, which got a recommendation of 64.1%. Now, this it's a very important list because these users, right, they're the ones driving the car, they're the one experiencing the whole thing. And can I tell you something? I mean, this recommendation, in as much as it's for the current users who are using the Nio cars, but I tell you, it also goes with the service that the people that own this car are receiving. Remember the after sale services? That is very important, because this also tells you how likely these people are to buy Nio again in the future. I mean, over and above the product itself, Nio users, Lidao users, we know that they are happy also about the services that they get, the after sale services that they get from Nio. Battery swapping station is also a big contributor, because obviously, who does not want to see themselves completing a battery swap in less than 3 minutes? It is for this reason that you will forever find Nio at the top spot when it comes to, of course, cars that are being recommended by the users. I saw this list, I was excited, and it gives me the confidence that Nio will do very well in the future. It gives me the confidence to want to load the boat, because I know that even the users, the people that are using the Nio cars right now as I'm doing these videos, over 70% of them are so excited about the brand, and they would definitely recommend it to the other person or to the second person, right? This is good news to the investors. And remember, the more Nio launches these models or these new models, the more recommendation that they will get, because one of the things that you must know is that Nio, most of the models, new 2025 models that they received, they got them, or they launched them around May. And therefore, knowing that this NPS score is from January to June, it simply means that chances are very high that this score for Nio has even went higher, because there are new products that have been launched. These products are coming with massive technology, and the technology, my dear friends, it's also what makes the users to enjoy the product, the car they are using. So I am just so happy, man, and I think we should not take this list for granted. And those people that still don't see the potential that lies within Nio, I'm telling you, you will be left behind, because this is showing us exactly what is happening in the mid SUV market in China. People that are actually owning these cars, they are the ones that are telling, or that gave and rate these cars themselves. And knowing that Nio has got 3 out of 5 spots, again, I will say it's something that is just so great. I have no doubt in my mind that even when you go to sedans, Nio will still be part of the top 5 there, because Nio continues to dominate. Nio continues to do what other EV makers don't want to do, that is taking it to the next level, that is spending a lot on research and development, making sure that they remain relevant for the longest period. It is for this reason that Nio will continue to win, will continue to do very well, which is why I look forward for what will come tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.